GoPro 5 Black today, and it is, I got this one from Best Buy. The cool thing about the GoPro is that you can get it from Best Buy. You certainly can get it from Amazon or directly from GoPro themselves, but I found that at least if you live in an area where there's a Best Buy, they always have them the day of launch, and it's always, for 3 times now, it's been much faster than Amazon or GoPro Direct. So why did I buy this one? You probably know I do have other GoPros. Well, I'm pretty good about wearing my other GoPros, and I like doing multicam shots where I have multiple cameras and I tie them together. My GoPro 4 I have is a great camera, but it has a bit of a smudge on the lens. I know I could probably figure out how to replace the lens, but a bit of a smudge, and it shows up a little bit in my photos. And I'm still going to use this one though. And I have a GoPro 3, which is good, pretty good quality, especially at the kind of the mid-range. I think it's 2000K ish. Yeah, it's good. I like it. The battery casing on the back is not closing correctly, so I kind of have some issues there. So, and plus the GoPro 5 Black was $100 less than it normally is when launched. And one other thing that I do really enjoy is the original Session GoPro. I use this a tremendous amount this summer. You can see the scuff marks on the back. This thing is just so convenient. You don't have to deal with the cages, the water housing. You just push the button and go. And I thought, all right, this is going to be kind of goofy. It's going to be hard to work with if it only has one button, but this one is so much more convenient than these other ones. It's just this one's only 1080p. And so the convenience is so high. I used to use this more anyways. And the cool thing is this one is its own shell. There's no extra plastic housing. And I think you can set up the one button touch approach with this. And you get the benefit of the 4K and great camera sensor. So this one specifically is waterproof to 33 feet. Basically, if you want to go scuba diving, you want to go lower than that, you can put a plastic shell on this one. It does the 4K, it does up to 30 frames a second, does 1080p at 120, which is cool. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, wind noise reduction, video stabilization, which I'm really hopeful for. A touch panel, LCD on the back, which is new. It looks like RAW files. We'll see how that goes. And GPS. So those are a lot of things that I was really excited about. I like to go on trips and snorkel, and just being able. I'm really big on the metadata. I like to account for where I was, what I was doing in the metadata of my files. Okay, much easier to open than normal, which is cool. So undo cage here. How does this work? Huh. Why would it have a back cage on it like that? I guess this is a mounting, for mounting. You don't have to have this. Interesting. So it's like the cage that comes with the Session. Yeah. I get it. All black is very cool. Okay. Bit hard to get out. Has like it's like a rubberized texture almost. There we go. That's it. And one of the concerns I had was with the casing enclosement, like the Session, can you replace the battery? So that was one of my big questions, and the answer is yes. And because these can burn through batteries fairly quickly. The GoPro 4 Black was about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the setting and whether you're on Wi-Fi, all those different things. And you know, you kind of want to bring an extra battery with you. And just trying to confirm whether the battery is different. And I think that's the version 3. Well, let's just look at the 4 here. Is the battery different? And I'm going to say yes, of course. Slightly different connectors. Okay, yep, they change the battery every single time. It's a bit frustrating, but as long as it lasts longer. It doesn't feel like it fits in right there. Put that around. This. There we go. It's strange. Memory card. Maybe right there. Hopefully I'm in frame. Mode. I would say that is the memory card. So the other benefit of buying from Best Buy, and I didn't know this before I was there, is that with the purchase, they gave me this free card. I'm not sure if all vendors are doing that, but hey, that's not bad. So a 64 gigabyte 4K UHD card, and you know, it's not a super valuable item now that memory prices have gone down, but why not? Sure, I like to rotate extra cards. They're so big anymore, and you rarely fill these things up, but it's cool to have extras on hand. And I actually think it makes sense for GoPro to bundle or include a card with their camera, because in the past, I think there was people buying too many incompatible cards and probably causing a lot of support request issues. So it makes sense to start off with a correct card. So I'm going to assume it goes here. Hopefully you can see. I never read the instructions. I just touch the screen. I don't know. Not feeling that one. Mode. I wonder what this area is right here. There we go. No, yes, yes, no. It's HDMI and charging areas here. Okay. Try again here. Okay. All right, there we go. Take some practice. All right, let's power this up. Is that locked on all the way? No, yes. Okay, gotta be really careful what those doors look like. Looks like you gotta double check they're sealed. Gonna power this up. Good so far. Make sure I'm in frame here. Kind of. Oh, this one wants me to set it up. Yep, it's English. Man, can I do this over Wi-Fi? Date. I'd rather do this on Wi-Fi. It's the future. Time. One more time here. If I have a sticker over it or not. I think I do. 10-1. Is that the year? Assuming it. Oh, 19 is the future. Wait, no, it's the second. Dang it. Time. Trying to leave this screen protector thing on, but I think it's causing a bit of a distortion and delay. Alright, good enough. GPS. Yeah, I'm really bugging dead. Take that off, but man. Camera tour. I don't want to do a tour right now. Skip. And really don't want to do this. Yeah, distinctly. Oh yeah, it's a freaking graphic over the top of it. That's why I couldn't see it. Skip. Yes, I'm gonna skip it. Mobile apps. Use your phone as a remote. Play back and share. Receive auto updates. Alright, we're recording already in 1080p 60 wide. Huh. I'd say the screen's really responsive, and it has that one touch aspect of it. You know, I feel like I'm going to need to get a screen protector for this thing. So I'm going to play around with this thing and let you know how it goes.